At number 5, I have Blackbeard.
Okay, I'll save my question for after. Hot take. Might be bad take. This is where I got the red hair wonder.
Oh,
What?
snap.
And
Oh, snap.
Damn.
Amos.
Damn. I'm gonna put Blackbeard here too.
You got Blackbeard there. Okay, so my question for both of y'all is: do y'all think Blackbeard's gonna get another devil fruit? Or
Yeah,
I
he
hope
has to.
not, but he probably is. I think so.
so yeah, y'all don't think this
Yeah,
is like
Blackbeard.
top level Blackbeard?
Nah, Blackbeard needs to get stronger, in my opinion.
Okay, fair.
He needs to get stronger.
Okay, both
Like
of you
honestly,
think
him
He
and
has to
Luffy
get
could be interchangeable right now. I don't even know why I put Blackbeard ahead of Luffy. Low key.
I see the vision. I see it.
I need to see what he does against Gear 5.
Yeah, so this is like the only point of contention I have where people rank Blackbeard is like, do you think he's at his peak right now or not? Like, do you think he still needs to get a lot stronger?
Nah, I
and
don't
both of
think
y'all
so.
think he needs to get stronger. So I have no problem with the top 5 placement at number 5.
Okay, now we gotta direct everything. We gotta direct everything towards you.
Yeah, I was gonna say now this is where
The red hair man at number 5.
I mean it'll make sense once y'all see the rest, but I don't think Shanks is like top of the verse. Like there's some people that think that Shanks has like the verse gapped. I think there's enough in the story to show us that like he's probably the strongest Yonko. Probably. However, I don't think it's as definitive as people say. Like his combat feats are elite. You're not just out here one-shotting 3 billion berry people unless you're Luffy. So Shanks has had the hype going for him. However, once y'all see the rest of the list, it might make a little bit of sense.
Okay, and I will say this too. You know, the whole thing with like Blackbeard and Shanks and how I feel Blackbeard still has way more to improve. At Marine 4, Whitebeard said we're not ready to take him on yet. We're not ready to take him on yet. Whitebeard has a plan. Like his plan is not complete for him to even, probably try to fight Shanks, or when he quote unquote ran he ran from a Kainu. When he ran from a Kainu, his plan is not complete for him to just start fighting these people yet. So I feel like because Luffy at Gear 5, once Luffy keep improving on that, Luffy gonna be at a whole different level. So I expect Blackbeard to be. I expect Blackbeard and Luffy to go in that fight as equals, or Blackbeard's having that slight edge over Luffy.
I see it. I see the vision. I have no qualms with that.
But at number 4, and these 4 characters right here for me, I feel like there is not a significant gap, but there's a little bit of a gap between everyone else in the verse right now.
I feel it.
At number 4, I have Akainu,
Okay.
the red dog, man.
This is where I have Dragon and Amos.
Yeah, I have Dragon here too.
Nice. Respect Dragon. Respect Dragon. My whole thing is he's a Monkey D in his prime. So I feel like he's what Luffy is. Well, I mean, obviously Luffy's Devil Fruit is way stronger. But like just genetics wise, hockey wise, I feel like he's probably going to be close to like Prime Garp, but with what I suspect to be a win Logia. Like we all expect to be a win Logia. So I think he's elite. Like he probably has way more of a handle over his Devil Fruit than Luffy does at the moment. But like once Luffy gets that down and his hockey right, I feel like he can surpass Dragon. But I'm sure Dragon went through the same training Kuzan and Kobe went through with the battleship bags and training up his hockey. So I'm sure he has the physical strength, has the hockey, and the Logia to go on top of it. So I think he can he's up there. But what you said about how these your top four gapping the rest, like I'm not gapping, but like there being a significant difference. That's how I feel starting at Luffy. I feel like my 8 and up,
Okay,
they're
I can see
they're
that.
in that different realm. Especially after fucking what Luffy did to Kizaru. Like I don't know how I could say that they're
I
close
don't know how to
together.
feel about that either. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the Kuma flashback got me feeling a whole different type of way about Kizaru. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's fair. That's fair. Like I said, it might be mentally nerfed. But even if that is the case, I personally don't think that affected how he fought with Luffy. I think that was more like him not really trying to kill Vegapunk or not trying to kill Sentomaru. When it came to like him fighting Luffy, I think we might have seen like what he has. Like that was his kit.
Like, do you think it boggles my mind? It took Luffy one punch to kind of put Kizaru down for some time.
So I think Luffy just might be him. He might be him.
I know he's an
He
MC,
is the
but
MC.
Advanced Conqueror's Haki with
I
that
can't
Gear
fully.
5, it gets nasty.
It
So, I mean,
definitely
just
gets
think about how
nasty. It
he
definitely
was,
gets.
what he was doing to Kaido. I know it was like exposition stuff, and Kaido bounced back. But like when he first got Gear 5, and then like towards the end of the fight, I never expected to see anybody do that type of stuff to Kaido. So when Luffy's at his peak and he's
Yeah.
not running out of stamina, he might just be diff. He might just
It's
be.
like seeing this now, like, why did Kizaru feel so confident to want to go to Wano with knowing Big Mom and Kaido and all them was there?
The same reason fucking Aramaki does. They think that they're just like that, and they get humbled really really quick.
Yeah, the Green Bull.
All right, that number 3.
We had number
We're looking
3.
at, yeah.
At number 3, we got the world's strongest swordsman. We got Mihawk up in here.
Honestly, I'm happy he made it this high on everybody's list. Like Mihawk respect, I vibe with it. I vibe with
Yeah, I
it.
think Mihawk's that guy.
This
He's that guy.
is also where I
Yeah, I
have
have Shanks here.
the world's strongest swordsman. You said you have Shanks here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No need for deliberation. We're all eye to eye. Like obviously, I just give the world's strongest swordsman tax. I think he's a bit stronger than Shanks, but like they're only 2 spots away. I don't think like some fucking niggas on Twitter be talking about Mihawk's commander level and Shanks gaps the verse and shit
that's
like that.
ridiculous.
Nah, I think they're pretty much equal. I just think that Mihawk
Yeah.
has the edge because, having both arms is a little bit of an advantage.
He's that. Having both arms an advantage. I mean, shoot, that's how Mihawk sees it as well. Maybe that's probably why he didn't want to even duel with him, fight him at ring for it. But
He doesn't want to fight
at my
handicapped
number,
people. He's a good citizen.
at my number 2 list, we have a man with no title. We have titles like the world's strongest swordsman, world's strongest man, world's strongest creature, and this guy has no title. Goldie Roger had no title until he was the Pirate King. When there was a guy like Prime Whitebeard out here stomping around, Rocky D. Zubek and whatnot, we have Shanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I already
Hockey
finished
man.
typing it out. I seen it coming. When you said no title, I was like, yeah, this is. We'll deliberate in a second. This is where I got Blackbeard,
Okay.
Mr. Zehaha, and Amos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got Mihawk here.
This nigga spitting. So Kage, my question to you. I know you see Mihawk is stronger, but this is. I mean, you got Shanks stronger, but what I
No,
never
I got Shanks stronger.
understand. You said what?
Yeah, I got Shanks stronger than Mihawk.
Yeah, I know you got Shanks stronger, but what I never understand is when people have them relative, why do you give Shanks the edge?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
I give Shanks the edge. I just realized this like recently, like we have the world's strongest man in Whitebeard. We have the world's strongest creature, Kaido. We have the world's strongest swordsman in Mihawk. Shanks stopped Kaido from coming to Marineford. Goldie Roger never had a title, with people walking around like prime Whitebeard. And Shanks has a sword. Whitebeard had a sword. Goldie Roger had a sword, but they gave the world's strongest swordsman title to Mihawk. I feel like Shanks doesn't have a title, and Oda didn't give him a title because he's just above the rest.
That's one
If you
way
feel
to
what I'm
look
saying.
at it.
I see the logic.
I don't. I feel like we just don't know. That's also because I think Whitebeard was stronger than Roger during their day. Like when they're both at their prime, I think Whitebeard was probably stronger than Roger. Roger's the Pirate King because he found not like there's a big difference. Like Roger's right there with him, but I think Whitebeard was stronger. And I give more credit to Mihawk's title more than Whitebeard's and Kaido's because Mihawk's title actually like means something to the story. Like it's Zoro's whole goal. So if it was like a fraudulent title, like people say Kaido's the world's strongest creature, or they say 1-on-1 bet on Kaido, I think Mihawk's is a lot more definitive because if it wasn't, then Zoro could just fight Shanks. That could just be his goal. That's my thought process behind it. But you respect Mihawk. You got him top 3. I've been seeing niggas with him in like 8 and shit. So respect
That's
Mihawk.
ridiculous.
Yeah, as long as we're respecting, I don't mind having them 1 point apart. But, oh yeah, and for my Blackbeard, I think that Blackbeard already either has his 3rd devil fruit or he's only getting 2. But there's something about his devil fruits that are shiesty or something. That's why he's always doing shit off screen. I think that he already has something in his kit that Oda just doesn't want to show us yet. So I think Blackbeard is already top pirate type beat.
Could be. And also, my whole reasoning for putting Blackbeard at 5 and saying like Akainu, Mihawk, and Shanks kind of like have a little bit of a gap between everybody else is kind of like I said before. Like I feel like if Blackbeard was to fight Shanks right now, Blackbeard would, in my eyes, Blackbeard would lose.
Yeah.
But I feel like Blackbeard's going to get to a point where he's going to look so unstoppable to us. That's just how I feel.
True say.
That's
That's what I'm
right
saying.
now,
Like the only difference is if you think that he's gotten his last ability or whatever. I think he already does, and that's why everything's off screen. And you just think he still has more grow. Y'all still think he has more growing to do, which is fair. Because, like I said, like the way he fought against Law, it's not the most impressive. I know we didn't see the whole thing on screen, and it might have been a lot better off screen. Same thing with what's the nigga's name? S-Hawk. It might have been a lot better off screen what he was doing because it wasn't that impressive. That's what I'm just hoping. I think that he already got it down because story's almost over, quote unquote. And I don't know if he's gonna keep growing. I think he got his power and now he's doing like his influence stuff with the world government and whatnot.
Yeah. I do got a question for you though. As much as Oda has gassed Shanks as well, what made you put Dragon, who we have not seen much from, above him?
Like I said, it's mostly just the monkey D tax. I think he's what Luffy is gonna be and what Garp was, plus the Win Logia. Well, of course, minus the Gear 5 shenanigans for Luffy, but I think as of right now, he's like the pinnacle of Monkey D genetics wise and has a devil fruit on top of it. So like I think his hog is probably just like a little bit lower than Shanks's, but devil fruit to make up the gap.
Yeah. You know what'd be amazing? Something I just thought of? Like at the end of the One Piece story, like Oda gives us a top 30 all-time list.
That's what I was saying.
That would be.
I seen that on Twitter. It was like, what are we doing if Oda drops his top 30? I was like, that would make power scaling a lot less fun, but at least we would know for sure.
If Oda drops top 30 is over.
But niggas on Twitter would still be arguing with the author. Be like, no, Shanks is stronger.
Nah, they really will argue with Oda.
He'd be like, no, Shanks is top
And
of
Oda
all
literally
time.
has the pen in his hand.
I would kind of end of the series he can drop it. Not anytime before that though, because that takes away the fun of the debates and stuff. Because you could just be like, oh, Otis said that.
It definitely does.
He's
It
stronger.
definitely would.
Yeah.
It definitely would. That'd be crazy. But at my number one,
Say we here.
I got
Top one.
a guy he's gonna need a 2v1 to be taken down, in my opinion. I got Emu.
Spit. And obviously I got the same. Top one in the verse.
Who y'all got?
Wait, who'd you say? You said Emu, right?
Yes, Emu.
Yeah, I got Emu as well.
Yeah, that wasn't in my rankings.
Fair.
Yeah, I got Akino.
You got Akainu. Cool. We'll just say that
We love it.
whatchamacallit was your
We
zero.
love it.
Emu was your zero because you didn't have the girl say on here either. I can't spell.
Yeah, I didn't have any of that. This is hard to rank for me.
Yeah, it is when people don't have combat feats. I try and stay my best away from ranking them, but it just makes it more fun. Like throwing Garling on the list. I don't know. He could be number 47 right now, but it's fun to throw him on the list.
Yeah, like Dragon too. Shoot, Dragon could be. Shoot.
Yeah, the fact
At least
that
Dragon got a lot of panels, bro.
Yeah, see, the fact that we got Dragon within 3 spots of each other. Somebody like we could have Dragon. Some of us have him 1. Some people have him out of the top 10. Because he's super featless. It's all headcanon vibes.
Yeah.
You know, I like doing top 30s with sensible people. Like this wasn't bad. Nothing got out of hand. We all pretty much can like see where each other were coming from. There was nothing insane or out of the loop. We're just like, what are you talking about?
No, this was manageable.
It was gonna be like that for a second if Kage had Kid anywhere higher on his list. If you didn't think that Kid was dead, yeah, we would have got there. But nah, this was solid.
Okay, I have a question for y'all.
Real.
Do y'all see Zoro and or Yamato surpassing Sabo?
Possibly.
You
I need some
mean
top
before
Bakugan, though.
before the story's over?
Yeah.
100%. This is my headcanon and fanboying, but I think Zoro's going to be top 2 all time in the story. Maybe top 3 if Emu is like super duper diff and it takes Luffy like some extra help to beat him. Maybe Emu will still be top 1. But yeah, I think Zoro's going to be the strongest swordsman to ever live, counting Roger, counting Ryuma, all of them. So I think Zoro's definitely.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to accomplish.
I don't know about Yamato though. I can see it.
I don't take. I don't. Just for me, those. I don't really take account in those titles anymore. Like World's Strongest Swordsman,
but
World's Strongest Creature.
The only one that's what I said. I give more credit to World's Strongest Swordsman just because it's Zoro's dream. And I went back in like chapter 5. He said that he wanted to be like him and Kuino. One of them were going to be the greatest swordsman ever. So I'm like, hey, if he's saying he wants to be the greatest swordsman ever, who am I to tell him that he's not going to be the greatest swordsman ever?
So Zoro surpasses Garp all time?
Yeah. But I'm like one of the biggest Zoro fans there are out there. So it could just be me hoping that he's that strong. But he said he wanted to be ever. I got Roger like as of right now probably top 3 all time. So I can see the pathway for Zoro getting.
Okay, so obviously you got Zoro clearing Shanks all time.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, I think once he beats Mihawk, he's gonna surpass Shanks because I think that Shanks is.
Seeing your list, yeah.
But yeah, my boys are gonna be top 3. Maybe not Blackbeard.
Okay.
It depends on how nasty Wicked Blackbeard gets.
Yeah, I mean, these final fights gonna decide a lot in these rankings.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the end of series top. We might have to do fucking top 50. How many fucking strong characters are gonna be? But
you're gonna have to. You talking about like all time list or like the end of story current?
Yeah, once this end of story, like all dead and alive, everyone's ever lived. That's where the agendas are gonna get nasty.
Because I don't think Kaido's might not make the top 10 if we do like End of story, end of story. Kaido
Like
might
you
not make
right.
the top 10.
I guess. Ooh, depends on how many strong people are on the world government side. I think Kaido is probably
The-
still top 5 pirate, but I mean Zoro's probably gonna surpass. Zoro's gonna surpass him. Luffy's going to. Oh, there's.
I got Garp over all time.
I guess there is room for him to slither his way out of the top 10. Jeez, I don't want to
And
think
what if we
about
got
that,
that
man. I
one?
love Kaido so much.
Yeah, like I love Kaido because he showed us so much. Like he fought everyone
He
in
changed
Wano.
like what I felt about One Piece power scaling for a good solid year.
Yeah, like honestly, like how we like see what Gear 5 Luffy did to Kizaru. Gear 5 wasn't doing
Yeah, we
that to
seen Kaido
Kaido
fight that nigga for
like
like
that.
4 chapters. We're like, okay, he might be
Kaido
dead.
was fighting.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is gonna be
But yeah,
hype.
Kaido. Yeah,
Top 30, and
respect to Kaido, but I don't know. I don't know if he'll make the top 10 at the end of story. That's tough. That's tough.
I'm in pain just thinking about it.
I don't think. I don't think Sabo will end up being stronger than Kaido. Kuzan, no admirals will probably separate. I got a kind over. I got kind of over Kaido. But do you guys have a problem with Luffy being so strong right now?
Not at all.
Nah, but mostly because his peak power doesn't last very long. He can only be in Gear 5 for
Okay.
all of
Yeah, and he has to eat. Look at him eating right now. So
Yeah, he has to eat. He still has stamina problems. He still has. There's other things that he has to overcome rather than just raw power. So I have no problem with him being insanely strong. And like I think maybe he could get a little
Okay.
bit better with Conqueror's Hockey and then just fix his stamina issues. But he still has room to grow.
Mhm.
So I'm not too mad at it.
Okay, so y'all think like in his last two 1v1s to decide for Pirate King or whatever else, it's going to be like situation where he's going to have to like recharge again or like take a break and come back, or is he going to?
I hate the fucking take the Katakuri breaks, the Dofi break. I hate the breaks in the fight.
Yeah, I hate it.
Because it makes like especially with Kaido, the fact that he beat Luffy 3 times that night before Luffy beat him, it gives room for you to be like, okay, Kaido still might be stronger, even
Yeah.
though Luffy was getting stronger. His peak might be higher than Kaido's, but like I just want to see Luffy just straight up beat somebody with no thoughts or debates about who's stronger. At least for like rational people, there are people still arguing Kizaru was Luffy's equal right now, so. As long as the rational people are like, hey, it's clear that Luffy's stronger than Blackbeard once they fight, that's what I need to see.
Yeah, because that fight, Luffy. Well, first before we get to that, do you guys think the Blackbeard and Shanks fight is on screen?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. If it's not, I might go to Japan and find where Oda lives. I'm not gonna do anything like physical, but I'm gonna berate him verbally for hours. Because I think Shanks is gonna go out there, so if we don't see Shanks fight at full power, seriously, like maybe he'll have a freaking Davy back fight or whatever with Luffy. But I need to see him serious life or death. What do you have in your kit? And if we don't get
I
that,
think we're gonna. I don't
freaking
think we
off
gotta worry
screen
about
it.
that though. I think that's what we're gonna see.
I pray not. I really, really do.
Or it could be something I thought about earlier, like how like Shanks and Mihawk are kind of like they're always in a conversation together, doing in the past. Like how Naruto and Sasuke, if Sasuke got a power up, Naruto got one, Sasuke got him. So say Zoro defeating Mihawk, is that when Blackbeard defeats Shanks? But that'll be like too far. That'll be like dang near the end of the story. So would that be too far?
I
Too far into the story?
I've kind of lost sense of what we're doing next. Like after Elbath, which is like even before Oda said like, hey, we're going to Elbath next. I really lost. I have no idea when Zoro's gonna fight Mihawk. I have no idea when Luffy's gonna fight Blackbeard. When Blackbeard's gonna beat Shanks. All the stuff like they could all happen simultaneously. Like I said, if they have a battle royale or Shanks could leave Elbath, we go there. lose this to lose to Blackbeard while we're still there? I have no idea. I
don't know either.
no idea.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I
be
appreciate getting on the stream. I'm finna watch this prime time with my dad right now, so I'm finna hop off.
For sure,
but
for
I
sure.
appreciate being there.
Appreciate you sliding through. Who's playing tonight?
I appreciate it, Demos.
It's Green. Yeah, it's Green Bay Vikings.
Ill.
No, yo, man,
said ill.
that's a good game.
It's
Hold on, who you a fan of, Amos?
I'm actually a Seahawks fan, but I'm just watching. I gotta watch. I need
Seahawks
the
won
Green Bay
or
to lose,
Steelers
honestly,
won?
because Seahawks just lost.
Yes,
Wait, did y'all
sir.
win?
No, we
I
lost.
got a Green
so.
Bay. Oh, I got a Green Bay fan who was praying on y'all's downfall because he was like, "Damn, we need to get into the playoffs."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I need Green Bay to lose.
Wait, so Steelers still alive? We still alive?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
They won. They beat us.
I love it.
Which
I
is
was out
crazy.
working, so I didn't watch the game. Oh, I
I
love
got my
this.
red zone, so that's all I've been on. I'll holler at y'all, man. Let me know when next stream is.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Yeah,
you coming
pardon,
through,
bro.
my guy.
Yes, sir.
And while he's signing off, I think this is a good sign for me to go cook dinner. Because I'm hungry.
Bet.
And once again, I appreciate you, my boy. All our streams are goated. Dang, an
Facts,
hour
man,
and 20
facts.
minutes just flew by.
It definitely did fly by. It definitely did fly by.
All right, man. But let the people know where to find you if anyone makes it this far.
Man, Kage Level TV, man. You can follow me on YouTube and Instagram. I don't really be on Twitter, but I feel like all the like One Piece creators be on Twitter. Like all the anime creators be on Twitter and like debating anime. So I low key about to tap into Twitter now.
Hey, man, let
So,
me know when you do.
you
I'm
know.
definitely going to shoot you a follow because I be deep in the One Piece Twitter, man. I be
like trying to like I don't know Twitter like that. So like how do I like get into the Twitter's anime queue? I don't know.
Just
I don't know.
say the
I'll be
more you
wanting to- I'll be
like
wanting to
posts or
join
comment
this-
on posts, they just gonna
Yeah.
give you more and more. Like I see almost only One Piece stuff now because I comment on too many people's
Okay.
stuff. So as long as you just
Yeah,
tag in the
but Twitter can be like
algorithm, they'll do it for you.
Yeah, Twitter can be like the spoiler stuff though. Like, 'cause I'm catching up on the JJK manga.
Don't get on.
Don't want to get spoiled.
Yeah, I would say One Piece. Don't get on Tuesday through Thursday. It's going to be people posting panels relentlessly. I don't know why they do it. It's sickening, but they're gonna do it.
Mhm.
JJK, I didn't really see
Yeah.
that many JJK spoilers, but I'm slowly creeping onto JJK Twitter, so I haven't gotten to their spoiler communities yet. But nah,
Okay.
Anime Twitter is
Wait,
definitely lit.
Definitely okay. Before you get off though, let me ask you about JJK though, because I'm reading the manga right now, and right now I'm in the. I just seen what Maki did. I just seen what Maki did after the Shibuya incident.
Yeah,
And I'm about to get into the cloning game. I'm about to read the cloning games right now. What is your opinion on JJK?
it is.
I think it's like the next thing.
Yeah, I would say it's far and away my favorite new gen.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
I was high on My Hero. I was high on Demon Slayer, but JJK kind of gapped. Season 2, streaming it was pretty lit, but reading the manga, the things that Gege, however you say his name, is able to put on paper, it moves me. Not as much as One Piece moves me, which I did say in my last stream, like comparing, like going from reading JJK to reading One Piece is like night and day. But JJK on its own, it is elite cinema. And I would be a little cautious about how fast you read, because once you catch up, it is kind of slow. Like, I think there's only 15 or 17 page chapters or something like that. It's not a lot of content.
Okay.
It's not, and not really much happens. Because I'm sure you've seen like the way he draws fight scenes and stuff like that. It's just people throwing hands. There's no dialogue or anything like that. So the combat chapters fly by. So,
which messed me up at first. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like not seeing any dialogue, and like I'm not gonna lie. When I was like first reading like the fight scenes in the Shibuya, like I was like dang, like he kind of need to like clear some like this kind of look like some scribbles, like So I was like, for the moment, I dropped the manga, but I was like, bro, like this joint right here is like, I gotta read this joint, like. So I went back to it, and then I was like, yo, this is something, different, and there's kind of an attachment, but you know, I think because I remember I was reading the Attack on Titan manga when it was dropping, and I'm not saying I'm comparing it to Attack on Titan, but it's almost there for me. And I hold Attack on Titan to a high standard.
Oh, for sure.
I think that's dang near perfect story.
Yeah, no, the way JJK is moving, especially this Cullen Games arc, it's shooting up my top anime.
Mhm.
And it might finish around like it could finish top 5 depending on how this goes. But
Yeah,
all I'm
and
saying.
somebody like told me like
Someone told you what?
someone told me like JJK manga was inspired by Kame Ga Kill. I don't know how true that is, but I was like, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is either, but if it is true, I see it. I 100% see it. That man is relentless.
He is definitely relentless, man. He doesn't care, and I
with
like that.
Being such
I
a
really
long show, it's like, or long series. If you're reading the manga, it's like, okay, when the comic got killed, it was like, I don't really know these people. It's easy to detach. You got to bob and weave JJK a little bit because you don't know who you can get attached to. It's like almost 250. It's almost 250 chapters. So you're like, okay, this person I've known for a little too long. It might get nasty because you never know who he's gonna off next.
You definitely never know who's really going to off next. I just know he better not. I'm not gonna say anything because you're way more far ahead than me in the manga. So, but he better not off one character that just is my favorite. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to see a reaction depending on if he's off or not.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. But man, again, great stream. Appreciate the content farm. Shit, I forgot to ask you if you wanted me to duplicate this VOD. I don't know how to do it once it's existing.
Nah, I'm got it streamed on OBS.
Perfect.
None of my Twitch is kind of
perfect.
So I think I should be good.
All right, my man. Well, this was good. I'm finna go cook, watch some football. You have a happy new year, my guy. And I'll catch you on the flip side.
Sir.
Man, once again, another Kage Maniac Amos. Triple threat of greatness. Y'all know what y'all came here for. Hopefully we delivered. If you like what you saw, please like the video. Sub to the channel if you're seeing this on YouTube. Follow the channel on Twitch and Rumble. Shout out to my man Kage. Follow him, Kage Level TV, YouTube, Instagram. He's gonna hop back on Twitter. I'm make sure I plug all of his stuff. Amos could be Amos on Twitter. Amos Diet. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I apologize. On TikTok, AMOSDYETT. Follow him. Follow the boys. Show love to their channel. Show love to my channel. And with that being said, y'all have a happy holidays. Happy New Year. And I'll catch y'all in 2024.